What going, niggas and Nick Let's welcome back to the channel, nigga. I go by the name of Solo, aka Mr. Elevate Solo. And hey, did you niggas brush your teeth today? I ain't gonna lie, I didn't. But look, this video say Julian Newman somehow got worse. Now I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I just watched a 3v3 video of Julian Newman. He was just giving niggas buckets like NBA players, giving them niggas the blues. So this shit say he somehow got worse. I gotta see what it's talking about.
Most hated basketball player on the internet, and unfortunately this nightmare just will not end. After
Wait, no, who did that shit? Who ripped his shirt?
And unfortunately this nightmare just
Michael Williams. Damn.
After nearly a decade of being mocked all over social media for his idiotic play on courts and annoying personality off of it, Julian Newman is finally playing basketball at the Division I level.
What?
It's not exactly the fairy tale comeback that many expected. Bethesda is an
That nigga still trying to get to the league though? How old that nigga is? Hold on, he's still trying to get to the league? How old he is? You gotta understand, bro. Nigga been watching Julian Newman since he was like young as hell. I think like 4th grade. Cause me and him was down there in the same grade. How old he is? How old is that? 23 years old, gang. What's that is? Now, what's his height? We the same height. Well, shit, I'm like 5'8" on a good day type shit. Like, on a real good day, I'm like 5'8" on shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? With shoes on, 5'9". Sometimes I might just be 6 foot.
School not affiliated with the NCAA, and the competition is far from elite.
Hey, what's too late for a nigga to be still trying to chase his hoop dreams? Like, I just saying nigga like 27 still think he finna go to the league. Gang, give it up.
But hey, Julian Newman is
My
still
nigga.
playing college basketball, right? Well,
But I think 23 cool to still want to go to the
he
league.
wants to. Julian Newman is still struggling to put up a single point per game. Throughout the years, we've seen the worst of Julian Newman.
See, that's the Julian Newman I know.
The ball off people's heads, to fighting his teammates, to ruining the game of basketball. But I don't think anyone could have expected his college career to go this badly. Now, from the beginning, Julian Newman was basically unrecognizable from himself now. I mean, as an elementary school playing on his high school varsity team, it was a pretty incredible story at first. But the more we learned about Julian Newman, the more we could see right through him. Playing on a high school team...
Hey, and she like, you know what they said about her? Yeah, I know what they said about her, right? They be on OnlyFans. Like, they be on OnlyFans. You know that?
Where his dad was the damn coach.
OnlyFans.
You really think that they didn't have a better player in the whole damn school system than an 8-year-old? The whole Julian Newman thing was a pretty dumb gimmick. This kid could basically do whatever he wanted to on the court while playing some of the worst competition possible, and he took total advantage of it. Very quickly, the world really began to notice that this wasn't just some talented young kid. In fact, he was kind of a prick. From trash talking to fighting to bouncing.
That nigga got little nigga syndrome for real.
Off kids' heads, Newman wasn't nearly as likable as he was hyped up to be.
Damn.
Videos online started absolutely blowing up of Newman facing some real competition and getting some payback for what he was giving out. Julian's got no sportsmanship, no team play. Imagine being 16 years old and picking on a 7th grade. Someone tell 404 this is a sport game, not a street fight.
Hey, I remember this. He was getting buckets too, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, yeah.
I used to procrastinate, get distracted, and feel overwhelmed.
Bob Marley looking at that nigga. Bill Nye the Science Guy looking at that nigga. Fuck off my screen. Watch that. I told y'all about right here getting bucket. Shotty. Yeah. Nigga look like what's the nigga name from High School Musical? Troy Chad. Nigga like Chad from High School Musical. Hey, I told the nigga, come here. He went to the gym. I remember that shit, nigga. I was so turned when that shit happened. Cause Julian Newman would make a nigga mad. I was on Julian Newman's side after he started getting buckets.
Chance that you aren't subscribed to the channel, so make sure you change that. It's free, and it really helps me get more of these videos out to you at a higher quality and
Damn, I got you, gang.
So make sure you click that
Yeah, see, I show love, bro.
Newman had grown up in the spotlight and grown from being a confident young kid to being thought of as a cocky young prick. Despite clearly working very hard at his game for years and years, Julian Newman's game would also heavily plateau, as there's only so many dribble moves you can spam before actually getting anywhere, and there's only so many bad shots you can pull before the world gets
Damn.
gig was up. In high school, Newman's scoring average of over 30 points per game seemed impressive on paper. However, the truth behind the numbers couldn't be hidden for long. Playing for a small private school coached by his father, Newman enjoyed complete freedom on the court. Free to take as many ill-advised shots as he wanted, and racked up empty stats against subpar competition. His game, while entertaining for viral highlights,
That
was
shit was
efficient
tough.
and turnover-prone. Built for Instagram, not real competition. Despite being more skilled than most players, 3 major flaws negated any chance of him fulfilling his NBA dream. His tiny 5'6" frame, his abrasive attitude, and his basketball IQ, or lack thereof. By the time the basketball community caught on, Newman had gone from a viral sensation to one of the most ridiculous.
Nigga call him Tiny. Now, Tiny is disrespectful. Calling niggas short, small, cool. Tiny is just disrespectful.
Basketball. Scouts weren't interested in a 5'6" guard who couldn't adapt to the game to play real competition, no matter how many views he pulled online. College programs passed on him, leaving the Newmans scrambling for their next move. With no realistic NBA future, the Newmans pivoted to capitalizing on Julian's internet fame. This is where Jamie Newman, Julian's father, stepped in to mastermind a media machine. The family launched a clothing brand and their own reality show, a cringeworthy attempt to emulate the success of Ball and the Family. But where the Ball family had talent to back up their antics, the Newmans definitely didn't. The show became infamous for its loud, over-the-top moments, with Jamie desperately clinging to relevance while Julian's on-court behavior, bickering with teammates, and playing recklessly only reinforced the public's negative perception. The clothing line and reality show were little more than cash grabs, with overpriced, low-quality merchandise failing to resonate with fans. What could have been a redemption arc for Julian became a sad spectacle. A once promising kid reduced to a caricature of his former self. Watching the Newmans scramble to stay relevant was like watching a slow-motion train wreck. The love for basketball that had once propelled Julian to stardom seemed lost amid the noise and drama of manufactured fame. After graduating high school in 2020, Julian Newman would go to basically live the influencer life, playing in random games on videos across the internet. And by
Yo, what is niggas win? That big ass, where he go?
that was going to be how he
Chris
finished.
Wright, I gotta go tap in with her, see what he been on.
4 years after the end of his high school career, Julian Newman is now a 23-year-old freshman playing college basketball. Now, not too many people knew about Julian Newman and his commitment. It was pretty quiet. And those who did were not exactly sure what to think of Newman playing on an actual team for the first time in his life. But prior to the start of it, he certainly seemed pretty confident.
Long drive, man. Like a 3-hour drive. California, big state. I'm gonna drop 40.
But Julian Newman did not go on to drop 40 that night. In fact, in 6 minutes played, Newman managed to go out there and chuck up 3 bricks, scoring 0 points. At this point, Julian's college career isn't going well, and the comments on his own game day vlog are even letting him know that. Put the meat in the tacos, bro. Your basketball career is over. Honestly, bro, just do something else aside from ball. You're like 5'5" with shoes on. I'm not being mean, but give it up as a career and just play for fun. It's never happening. A freshman? Bruh. You a 24-year-old man. Well, Julian certainly had that
23.
lead, but how bad could it really be going? Well, in his first game against Cal State Bakersfield, Newman played 15 minutes.
Damn!
0 for 3 from the field and 0
That's
for
how you
3
coming?
He
That
finished
hole
with
was deep
3
as
points in
fuck.
10 minutes. How bad could it really be going? Well, in his first game against Cal State Bakersfield, Newman played 15 minutes, went 0 for 3 from the field, and 0 for 3 from 3. He finished with just 3 points, all from free throws, 1 assist, no rebounds, no steals, and no blocks. His team lost by a staggering 69 points, 122 to 53. If you expected Newman to have been working on his game away from the spotlight, you'd be absolutely wrong. This kid still sucks.
Nigga lost by how many points? What? That gotta be a record, gang. That gotta be a record. They got their ass kicked too. Damn, so everybody over, what bracket is this? Is niggas playing niggas way better than him? Why every team over here get their ass kicked?
His game over the years away from the
Yeah,
spotlight,
nah.
you'd be absolutely wrong. This kid still sucks ass. Newman's pulling the same BS all these years later. Now with his dad as the coach, he somehow found another coach that lets him dribble in place before chucking up some horse shit at the college level. I mean, if you like hate watching this kid, boy do I got some good news for you. In his second game against Southern Utah, Newman played 15 minutes again, but was more aggressive. He scored 6 points, but shot just 3 for 12 from the field, 0 for 6 from 3, and missed all 3 of his free throws. The results? Blowout loss. I mean, this kid is playing in garbage time minutes, spamming dribble moves, and throwing up Hail Marys. This is like the holy grail of lowlights. In his third game against Utah Tech, Newman's performance was even worse. He played just 6 minutes, went 0 for 3 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3, and 0 for 2 from the free throw line. He ended with 0 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal in a 31-point loss. To recap, they've lost every game Newman's played in by an average of 53 points. In those games, Julian has shot 12% from the field, and 0 for 17 from 3, and even 3 for 9 from the damn free throw line. He's averaging just 3 points, 2 rebounds, and less than 1 assist per game. To everyone who thought Newman's high school career wasn't exactly impressive, I guess congratulations, because you were right. This kid cannot play at the collegiate level. At this point, it's clear that Julian Newman's college career has not started off well. His team is terrible, and individually, although clearly having practiced very hard his whole life, this guy practiced all the wrong things while having the basketball IQ of a bag of rocks. Many wonder what he's been doing all these years, but after seeing him in action, it's clear the Newman clown show is really pretty close to being over. While this is a problem for the university, it also highlights a broader issue in college basketball today. Players like Newman often get opportunities because...
Oh, I remember this shit, too. I gotta go back and watch this shit. Che, y'all wanna watch this shit with me? I swear this shit used to be lit.
Fame and hype. Julian's name is...
I think bro the bucket.
Mixtape, drama, and social
He's sitting on this shit.
Well, that can attract attention.
Here I come!
Doesn't always
Dude's
translate
calling
to
me, y'all.
success on the courts. I mean, this kid went viral off playing dog shit basketball.
Okay!
Continuing to broadcast, being unable to control his temper, and fighting teammates while tossing absolute BS shots and playing a...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, so this is the conclusion I came to, right? Like, only reason I ain't really just 100% with the Julian Newman slander is because, like, I'm a little nigga too, so, like, I feel like his dreams are going to the league, but I ain't gonna lie, gang, like, and I ain't getting no offer, so, like, you know, but 24 is crazy, gang. 23, 24, you feel me, at 5'7", gang, let's just, you know, it's time to just put the hat on the shelf, gang, just put the shoes up. I mean, you can still get money, like the 3v3 game and shit. You just went off it, like little shit like that. Like, you can still get money for playing hoops and shit, but just the dream of going to the league, that shit like kind of over, gang. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But you a hooping that. He hooping though. I ain't gonna lie. Julian Newman hooping. You feel me? Like I said, but y'all like, comment, subscribe on this video. And Jaden Newman, if you ever see this video, collab.